I'm here with Master P Miller, or Mercy. What do you prefer to be called?
Percy Miller, Master P, it don't matter.
We have these other reality shows coming out with families. I've kind of seen you in the background. I really haven't seen you in the spotlight like this before. So where did this decision come from for you to bring your family on board?
I think it's just time. You know, I feel like you say, we've been chilling for a while, preparing, deciding what we're going to do next. And I think that is just the evolution of us as a family, and to be able to share that with the world, something positive that's still entertaining. I think that, like I said, a lot of people have been asking for that, but do we really have that? You know, and I think that's what this show is going to give the world. It's like we're going to show them that it actually exists. You know, it's almost like I feel like this been banned from TV, because all other shows that wanted me to be on, it was some crazy stuff. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. And so I feel like I finally feel comfortable with something that I can do.
Now, some of the clan is missing from the show.
Yeah.
So you have 5 of your kids, and are we going to see some of the other children on the show?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, this show is about the kids that live with me, and that's what makes it real. And I think down the line, you know, we're definitely going to see all of that. But
what do you think prepared you to be a father, or anyone molded you?
Yeah, I think my grandparents. I live with my grandparents. You know, my grandfather, Big Mama and Big Daddy, they molded me. They taught me the importance of family. Also, my dad and my mom, they molded me. I mean, they taught me what family is about, and that you'll go out your way. You know, even though my dad had to work, he still made a way for us. Even though I had to live with my grandparents, he still made a way, you know, for me and my brothers and my sisters. So, you know, even if he wasn't with my mom, he made sure that we was okay. So I think that's what life is about, you know, making those sacrifices for your kids and wanting them to be better than you. And so that's the same things I have for my kids. I want them to be better than me.
Do you ever look back about like your upbringing and how you grew up, and with your kids, they haven't had to face some of the things that you had to face? How is that seeing them grow?
It's similar though, because I had to do it in the ghetto, but they got to do it in a better environment, because people always stereotyping them that, oh, well, you get this because of who your parent is. And it's not like that. You got to work hard. So I think it's a struggle, but at the same time, I think everybody got their own struggle. You know, because you got to struggle with trying to do what you're doing, to where you stereotype from who you kin to. And my struggle was just being from poverty and having nothing and trying to figure out how to get something. Yeah.
So as far as chores aspect, do your kids do chores, or how does that work?
Yeah, they got to do chores. I mean, we don't have no nannies or none of that stuff, so, you know, we make it happen. We go old school in my house. You know, everybody got to do their part.
And what are chores do you guys have?
We have to take out the trash, clean our room, put the groceries up. Yeah.
That's good. Raising them right. Do they get allowance? Or?
Yeah, they get allowance, and it's also being able to know what to do with that allowance, teaching them money management now at a young age, teaching them economics at a young age. I think it's going to help them in the future.
And you have a daughter in the household with a house full of all boys. So do you keep a tighter control over her, being she's the only girl in the house?
Yeah, she got a lot of watchdogs over her. So if somebody knock on the door, you know, they in trouble. You know, I'm already waiting my baseball bat. Like, yeah, come here, man. Let me sit down and talk to you. Where you from?
And she's a beautiful girl too, so like I'm sure she gets a lot of attention from different guys. So what type of dating advice are you giving her?
I'm just telling you go on a date, I got my baseball bat. So they already know when they come. You seen the movie Bad Boys when Will Smith and they went to the door?
Oh, that was my favorite scene. That was hilarious. That's you?
Yeah, that's me.
The guys, they get a little nervous, intimidated.
Yeah, and be like, yeah, you know my boy just got out of prison. Okay, Mr. Miller, look. Yeah, he just got out 2 days ago. So y'all be right back. You got 2 hours.
Oh my God. Your daughter, she seems very classy, like she's well put together. You see a lot of girls out there just in the world, online, doing the twerking and having they're half dressed. All their stuff is hanging out. So what are your rules on that?
I just tell her, whatever you do, think about the godly way. And if you do it the godly way and you can live with it, then you should be okay. I think that's just it. I mean, if you believe in the man up above, you understand how to respect yourself, and whatever the godly way is, then you do it that way.
I think that's good that you're instilling that into her, so that's consciously.
You got to be able to live with yourself with whatever you do. That's what people don't realize. You got to be able to live with that in the end.
Now, one of the biggest things right now is social media and technology. It's like taking away from family time with each other. People constantly looking at their phones, trying to check their Instagram or whatever they're checking out. So do you kind of manage your kids' time on the computer or cell phone?
Yeah, I mean, it's about spending more time with each other. And I think as parents, you just got to spend more time with your kids. And I police my kids. So I need to know what's going on. I need to know what you're doing. Need to know what social media you own. I need to know. And parents can't get away from that, policing their kids. As long as you live under my roof, then I should be able to police you. Because they're going to do it out in the streets. You're going to let the police you, so why you can't let me police you if I'm taking care of you?
Right. Absolutely. So with you, Master P, what's been one of your biggest obstacles, you would say, in life, and how did you overcome that?
Well, I think, overcoming stereotypes, what people think of you for every hip-hop artist out there. The way I overcame it is just do what's best for me and not get caught up with what they say about everybody else. And if that's the way they want to see me, that's the way they want to see me. But that's just an opinion. I don't deal with opinions. I deal with facts.
I like that. I like your style. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sitting here with Rome. One thing that I really like about you is that you're so humble and so down to earth. How do you stay like that?
Man, when you grow up in a household with Master P, you got to be humble. That man's all about respect. And for me, it was always a blessing. I've had a lot of success, made a lot of money, but it's like, when you make that your core, that's when you lose track of yourself. Our core always been God. When you make God your core, it's like everything else is just a bonus. So for me, I've just always been grateful. And I've seen a lot of life growing up. People don't understand. I saw my 2 cousins die when I was 9 and 13. My other cousins in jail, uncles in jail. So it's like, it's a nice gold, glittery outside, but at the same time, we have a lot of substance in our family. And I'm very appreciative at the end of the day.
And I never see you out there like that, too. You see these other artists, I won't mention any names, but they're constantly getting into mess and drama. So how do you keep a circle with people on the right path like you are?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just about having people around you that really have your back. What happens in this industry, when you're successful and you start getting a name and making money, you start surrounding yourself with the wrong people. You got to surround yourself with the people who've been there from day one and who's going to keep it real. We don't do no yes men. If you got a problem with something, speak your opinion. And that's what we're all about over here. And we're not perfect, but at the end of the day, it's just, we're real. Surround yourself with people who truly and genuinely love and want to be in your life for the right reasons.
Now, you're a little bit older. You're the oldest one in your family.
Trying to make me seem like the damn grandpa.
No, but you're the oldest sibling in your family.
I am the grandpa.
So, and you're under the same roof as your siblings and your dad. How is that?
Yeah, it's crazy. People who really know me, they think people who really know me know, people who don't know me actually think I have this crazy bachelor life. But I love chilling with my family. We got an estate out in the hills, and my favorite place, I have places in Malibu and Beverly Hills, but I love being at home with my family. And I think it's amazing. That's what keeps me humble. That's what keeps me happy, and that's why I work so hard. Looking at my little brothers and sisters and them wanting to, do amazing things and seeing that light in their eyes and you being one of the reasons for that, it's no better feeling. I always say my best job is being a big brother. That's literally one of my favorite things. When my dad can't do something, I'm taking him to school, basketball practice, and I think it keeps you young, you know, when you got a house full of kids.
Well, I think you're doing a great job not only being an example to your siblings, but also people watching you.
Thank you.
So I just want to say keep that up.
I'm gonna pay you that $5 for saying that after this.
No, seriously. I don't know you personally, but just watching you, reading about you on the magazines, I've just never read anything negative or ever seen anything negative. So I think that's really commendable.
Yeah, it's very hard. You know, as a kid, people tell you that anything is possible, and they tell you do the right thing. And as you grow up, especially in the entertainment industry, it's like you become more famous for doing the wrong things. And sometimes I'm like, damn, maybe I just need to just let loose sometimes, you know? But it's like at the end of the day in the Bible, that's what the devil used. He used temptation. He used the easy way out. And if you sacrifice, if you work hard and you follow your heart, everything's going to work out at the end. So, you know, with us, it's our faith. And our faith is really what keeps me on the right track.
I saw a little something on your wrist underneath your arm. What's that about?
Tattoo shot. Now, one of my secrets, and a lot of my friends hit me up. They like to know because I could remember 20 pages in literally like 15 minutes. But it's secrets to learning pages. People think that when you're reading scripts and you got to learn a lot of lines, it's about knowing what's on that paper. But it's basically about building something in your head. It's like a memory. You know your memory. You know what you were doing the day before this or 2 days or the week before. So it's about building that memory. And this right here, I was on the airplane. I literally been in 4 different states in the past 2 days. So I had to study in the air. And I write like significant letters and drawings while I'm studying so I could like remember that moment while I'm reading my lines. So it's just a little trick that I do. And this little thing right here, this helps me remember 20 pages. This is like a part of a 20-page monologue that I got to do on my movie set tomorrow, and this actually helps me remember.
I can't believe it. That's amazing. Whatever works, everybody has their own thing.
You're the first one to get my secret. You got to,
I might be using that.
50%, is all I'm saying. So the movie I'm working on right now is one, with Vivica Fox. They both premiere on TV. One is 2 movies at the same time. It's called The Royals, and it's a holiday film. So we have that. I just finished Jarhead 3 in Bulgaria. I'm the lead in that, playing an action hero. I just finished a horror movie, and we got new music coming too. Go to Maserati Rome too. It's called I Am Maserati Rome on social media for new music, my SoundCloud, and follow me on my Instagram, Romeo Miller, as well for all the updates.
We'll follow.
Yeah. Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Romeo Miller, aka Maserati, and y'all make sure y'all check out my girl Misha on Celebrity Profile Entertainment. I'm telling you, check her out. Go stalk her on Instagram, Facebook, all of that, because I do.
Check your local cable provider and tune into Reel's channel for Masterpiece Family Empire premiering November 28, 2015.